Welcome to Canadian Women of the Outdoors, highlighting amazing Canadian women and small businesses. Brought to you by Revolution Armory. Join the revolution. True North Baits, superior quality fishing tackle. See what the fuss is about. The Decoy Daddy, Canada's newest silhouette and waterfowl accessories company, delivering premium products to Canadian hunters. And Hot Box Huts, Lake Simcoe's hottest ice fishing experience. Enjoy the episode. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Canadian Women of the Outdoors. My name's Nicole, I am your host. As you can see, or I guess if you're watching the YouTube video, you can see I'm alone tonight. It's been a crazy busy spring with turkey and bear and going on and everything like that. Trout opener, getting into some pike, walleye opener. So it's been kind of hard to nail down some guests to meet up and be able to record. So I'm just recording a quick solo episode that I'll release, which today, I guess it's releasing today. And I'll actually myself be on my way to bear camp to hopefully harvest my first bear. But before we get into all that, I just want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Revolution Armory, True North Baits, the Decoy Daddy, and Hot Box Huts. Go give them a like, follow, subscribe on all the social media, show them lots of love. Also want to give a special shout out to Grit Outdoors Apparel. Go give them a like on social media. They have some awesome hoodies. If you're watching, you can see I harvested my turkey this year. This is my good luck sweater. I'll get into that story in a second, but they have some awesome hoodies and apparel. So go give them some love. Now we're going to get into it. Again, crazy spring, like turkey opening at the end of April, and then you got bear and pike opener, walleye opener. So it's been crazy busy. I've been blessed enough to harvest a turkey this year. Me and my partner Caitlin, we double down. It was a really awesome morning. We had been hunting. We hunted opener, and then that Saturday and the following Saturday, it was our fourth or fifth sit. But the first few sits were cold, rainy, disgusting, gross, not a good time whatsoever. And then, on our, I forget if it was fourth or fifth sit, it finally got really, really nice out, and we got in the blind early, and immediately the action, all the gobbles were way more than what we had the previous sits. So we were like, oh yeah, it's game on, it's go time. So for those that don't know, Caitlin has never harvested a bird, and right now we gun share, so I was trying to get her on her first bird. So she had the gun. I'm doing a lot of the calling, and we're chatting back and forth with Tom and going on about it for about half hour, 45 minutes before we finally see him. He pokes out around 20 to 7 a.m. Comes out around 20 to 7. He's got a couple birds with him, and the couple birds kind of screw off a little bit, and the Tom decides he wants to come explore our decoys a little bit, so he starts making his way to us. And then the couple other birds start coming closer as well. And then the one bird buggers off again. And then, so we've got two birds, and as they're getting closer, I realized it's not a hen, it's a jake. So we've got two bearded birds in front of us. The Tom is just strutting his stuff, gobbling like crazy. And the jake's just kind of being a jake, like not doing much, but still kind of following. So they come in, and I tell Caitlin, take the shot. And she's nervous. She's never harvested a bird. She doesn't feel comfortable taking the shot. This is the first time we've had shootable birds in front of us in like 4 or 5 sits. And she's like, I don't want to screw this up. So she hands me the gun. I take the shot. Tom down. Now, we fully expected this jake to, as soon as that shot was fired, we fully expected this jake to take right off. Nope. This jake decides to start attacking the dead/dying Tom. And it's attacking, and I literally just look at Caitlin, I hand her the gun back, and I'm like, take the shot. What are you going to lose now? We've got a bird on the ground, so you might as well take the shot. She takes the shot, dead in one go. So we doubled up. It was about 6:55, a.m. and we had 2 birds on the ground. It was super cool, super awesome for her first time harvesting a turkey ended up being a double, and that's just really cool. And I was lucky enough again to harvest that beautiful tom, so we've got some meat in the freezer, which is always key. I'm making turkey tonight. I'm also springtime is also a wonderful time for wild edibles. That's the other thing we have an abundance of on our property that we hunt. Morels, we found a ton of morels. We've got some pheasant back mushrooms, and of course wild leeks, which is a spring staple. So tonight I'm actually doing a wild turkey breast stuffed with pheasant back cheese and wild leeks, wrapped in prosciutto, topped with morel cream sauce and some sauteed fiddleheads. So I'm really looking forward to cooking up that meal because that'll be quite delicious. I love fiddleheads. They're actually one of my favorite things to eat. You saute that in a little bit of garlic and butter, and it is so, so good. And it sucks that they have such a short lifespan, but they're so tasty. And if you can get some and like be able to freeze them, which I do a little bit to use throughout the year, it's wonderful. I'm very lucky where I live now that I have the opportunity to harvest these beautiful wild edibles. And then the morels, oh my goodness. Morels are so good. Like again, you just saute those in garlic and butter and you can just eat them like they are. I know some people are like, "Oh, they look like brains." Just don't worry about what it looks like. Just pop it in your mouth and you're good to go. So tasty. Um what else we got going on? I got bear. As I said, the day this episode drops, I'm actually heading up to Huntsville for bear camp. I'm going to try and harvest my first bear with Andrew Clubb from Revolution Armory. He's kind of my main point of contact with them, and we're actually going to be trying out Revolution Armory's new over-under rifle combo. So it's a 308 20 gauge. So I'm hoping to harvest my first bear with that because that will be super cool. A, it's my first bear, and B, like that gun, like I've seen the videos of it. It looks super cool. I can't wait to shoot it when we get up there. He's been baiting. There's been lots of bears to the site, and multiple bears, so it's looking pretty good. Obviously, there's no guarantees in hunting, but I'm really, really hoping to harvest bear because bear is actually an animal I haven't harvested, but I've been lucky enough to be gifted bear meat, and I've come to love it. We actually last night just had ground bear spaghetti and meat sauce, which was fantastic. I do love ground bear, and making that into a ton of different sausages is kind of my plan. Among other things, like obviously I'll take the prime choice cuts, and then I also want to render down all that bear fat because you can use that in cooking, and I've heard so many people talk about all the different things you can use with bear fat. So it'll be a really, really fun learning curve for me. I'm quite looking forward to it. I'm not really looking forward to hauling the bear out because I'm like 120 pounds soaking wet. So just picture that. If you know me and if you've met me, just picture me with trying to haul out a bear. That'll be probably giggle for those that know me. You're probably giggling to yourself as you're listening to this. So, but yeah, other than that, we got fishing going on. I haven't been out for walleye or pike or anything yet. Our next big fish is in June. We're heading up with Canadian Sportswomen's Society. We're heading up to Big Moose Camp, which is on Lake Nosbonsing. I don't know my never eat. I think it's east of Nipissing, if I'm looking at, east of Nipissing. Don't laugh for those who are picturing what I'm doing in my head. So Lake Nosbonsing is east of Lake Nipissing. I've been there ice fishing, caught some decent walleye ice fishing up there. This is my first open water journey there. They have muskie in this lake apparently, so I've been researching a ton of that because I have yet to harvest. I've yet to catch, hunting on the brain. I've yet to catch a muskie, and it is on my bucket list fish. I would really, really like a muskie. I've heard they put up one hell of a fight, and they roll like gators. So I'm hoping. I've done all the research. If you have any tips, tricks, pointers, any muskie pointers, holler at me. Eating Wild Boys, if you're listening to this and you have musky pointers, come at me. I wanna know all the musky tips and tricks. Because I've seen pictures and heard stories. A couple of my old buddies from the city have cottages and have rented cottages on that lake, and they've pulled out some pretty big muskie. So I'm really looking forward to that one. True, I've already started stocking up on my True North Baits plastics for that trip because bass will be open up there. And if anybody knows me, they know I'm a big smallie girl. I love my smallmouth bass. So I started at CanCast actually stocking up on my True North Baits mini sticks, and I'm gonna actually try out some of their new plastics this year, like the Little Rippers, and there was a couple other that I got that I can't remember off the top of my head. But there was some new colors too. Like he's got like the crystal meth colors and the fire chicken colors, and that they're just like sparkly fun stuff. And as usual, I go with my go-to standard, my bubblegum pink. If you haven't tried that for bass yet, just a bubblegum pink stick, and I've caught some big bass off that thing. There was one that's actually hanging on my wall that I got with just a pink mini stick, and it's a big boy. That was an awesome time. Other than that, after that, what do we got? What else do we got? In early June, we're actually also hitting the water with Chef Glenn Outdoor Adventures. I think that's what he is. He's a gentleman in our area. He's out of Hairston, Ontario. I think Hairston, Minto. We'll be hitting Lake Ontario with him to do some salmon and trout fishing. I'm looking to catch a big old lake trout, and I mean, a salmon is pretty good because who doesn't love a good smoked salmon? And I got to put that Traeger to use, right? We got that in early June. That'll be me, Caitlin, my co-host Christy, and Lorianne from Canadian Sportswomen's Society. We'll be doing that. I was messaging Glenn today, and I was telling him, I was like, good sir, I don't know if you are ready for the show that is the four of us. Your gut will be hurting by the end of it, and we're filming some of it too because we're hoping to turn it into a filmed episode, which is something I'm also working on getting into. I'm hoping to film my bear hunt this weekend and hoping to turn that into a filmed episode, and then doing some more filming as the year goes on with recipes. And I kind of want to get into that side of things. We'll be filming some fishing, and again, just what we harvest or catch, and then turning it into amazing meals. Because I find a lot of people, and even on Facebook, you see like, I've harvested this. What can I do with this? What's the best way to like? And a lot of people just do sausage, but there's so much more you can do with your game meat other than sausage. Like even goose. Like I know a lot of people use goose and turn it into sausage, but there's so many ways you can cook it basically like a steak. I've made goose rouladen, just pound it out, butterfly it, pound it out, wrap it with your pickle and mustard and onion, and wrap it in bacon, and like kind of like a traditional Eastern European rouladen. There's so many. I've made turkey schnitzel, which was so tasty. I did for my daughters. We had a girls' night, and I made them turkey schnitzel with a dill sauce, and they went crazy for it. And we feed our kids a lot of wild game. Like again, last night they had no idea what we fed them, and then afterwards, I was like, guys, you know what you ate? They're like, no. And I was like, bear. And then they just are. They think it's so cool that we harvest and do all these awesome things with these animals, and they go to their school and tell all their friends that they ate bear, they ate goose, they ate moose. My daughter, my youngest, is obsessed with moose. My partner, we tag team, but it's mostly her. She makes this moose meatloaf, and our youngest is obsessed with it. And she keeps asking for it. Unfortunately, we're out of moose meat. And I mean, I might have to try it with bear, because I think it's more the meatloaf itself. But yeah, she was obsessed with it, and she's asked for it multiple times since then. She's a big lover of the moose. My eldest, she has actually mentioned how she's been trying new things that she didn't previously like, but because of how I prepare and how we both prepare and cook these wild game things, she likes them more now, or she actually likes it now. She'll eat it now. Like she used to not eat fish, but she's tried my fish, my special beer battered fish and chips, and now she'll eat that. She's eaten tuna, she's eaten salmon, she's been introduced to stuff in the way I prepare it, and she likes it. So it's really kind of cool and neat to see them grow up with that kind of stuff. She's turning 12 this year, and she's already asking when she can go for her firearms and hunting course, because she was upset she missed turkey opener. She sat with us last year. She's seen a bird, but it was on the wrong side of the blind, so I couldn't harvest it. But she's right up in there. Like, she wants to see it be clean. She wants to see how we prep it for food and stuff like that. She wants to be so involved with the process. The one bird that got harvested, we ended up cutting open the stomach because she wanted to see what it was eating. And keep in mind, this kid at the time, she was like 9 or 10, and she wanted to see the inside of a turkey stomach. So if that doesn't tell you, and she goes out this past weekend, May 24th, she was out looking for morels and mushrooms herself, just on her own. She's like, Mom, can I go for a bushwalk and see if I can find any mushrooms? And we have shown them what to pick, how to harvest it. So we're like, absolutely go. I would rather you be doing that than going into and being on your iPads, being on your on the TV or anything like that. You want to go for a bushwalk and try and find wild edibles? Go ahead. Or even if you think it's wild edible and you want to bring it back to us, maybe, and we kind of see if it is or not, go ahead. You're going to have way more knowledge and learn way more out there than you are going to sit in front of a screen. So it's super cool. I'm very, very lucky to have kids as interested in the outdoors like my son. He's obsessed with fishing. Obsessed. I've never seen a kid want to fish as much as this one. The eldest is all hunting. My son is all fishing. My youngest, we're not sure. She just wants to go on adventures. As long as there's snacks, she'll go on any adventure. She's pretty awesome that way. The one time we took them out on Lake Erie with my friend Matt, we were fishing for perch, and we had a lot of action. My eldest and my son were super excited, and they were fishing. My youngest just sitting around, cleaning the boat, eating her snacks, and handing us worms when we needed them. And she was just content to be there and eat her snacks. She had wet wipes out, or cleaning wipes, and was wiping down the boat. And then if we needed a worm, she would hand us a worm. It was really funny. Yeah, like I said, as long as she has snacks, she's in for any adventure. We went fishing the one time, and there's a picture of it. It's quite funny. There was a torrential downpour, and all there's a picture, and you can see she's just head to toe, rain, hair matted to her face, and she's just sitting there smiling with her granola bar in her hand. She don't care. She's got a snack. It don't matter. We're all catching fish. She's got a snack. Who cares about the rain? I have awesome kids. Not gonna lie, I have pretty awesome kids. But yeah, so that's been what's kind of going on. We got some new gear coming. I've got Caitlin, and my co-host, we've got some cool new jackets. I ended up working with Mr. Tim from Campus Crew there to get a couple hoodies and some hats and some rain jackets for us. So I'm really excited for those to come. Otherwise, guys, it's springtime. It's almost summer. I woke up to frost this morning, and I'm kind of over it. I'm ready for really, really warmer weather. We have some more trips over the summer, but I'm not really gonna get too much into those. We'll get those when they get here. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. This is a short and sweet. And what did they say? 1 is the loneliest number. Yeah, all by myself. This is my first podcast by myself, and I'm sorry if I rambled on. I'm not really used to it. I'm used to just chatting with people, but hope I didn't bore you guys too much, or you found it entertaining, because I'm just an entertaining individual and you're chuckling either with me or at me. One of the two. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, the outdoors belongs to no one. So get out there, do your hunting, fishing, kayaking, canoeing, all the amazing fun things that the outdoors has to offer. And we will catch you guys next time.